everybody, it's Dr. Jo, and today I'm going to show you my top 5 sciatica stretches for Piriformis syndrome. So let's get started. Disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure and click on the button down there. So these specific stretches are for sciatica when it's entrapped or pressed on with that piriformis muscle. So this is a little different if it's coming from the herniated disc or a disc issue. This is that piriformis muscle right on the butt area there. And that sciatic nerve runs right under it. So when this muscle is irritated or not working properly, a lot of times it can push on that nerve. So the first stretch is just going to be lying down on your back, and it's going to be a figure 4 stretch. So with this one, you can lie on the floor, you can lie on your bed, you can lie on the couch. So if you have a hard time getting up off the floor, lie on something else. Don't get on the floor and then not be able to get back up. So take the side that you want to stretch and cross it over where your ankle's just above the knee on your thigh area. And the reason it's called a figure 4 is because if you look down, it looks like a 4. So with this, for some people, just getting in this position, if that piriformis is really tight, you're going to feel that stretch, and that's fine. You can just hold the stretch right here. If you want just a little bit more of a stretch, you can take your heel of the other foot and slide it closer to your bottom, and that will start getting a little bit more stretch right through there. If you still need a little more of a stretch, take your hands and grab the other leg and just gently pull it towards you. So this is a pretty big stretch right here. You want to be able to hold it for 30 seconds. So if it's too much, come back off of it just a little bit. Now, if you're really tight and you're having a hard time trying to grab underneath your leg there, you can take a belt or a strap or something and wrap it down there and then just pull your leg up that way. If this is still a hard position for you to get into, I'll show you a different way to do it at the end. So stay tuned for that. So for the stretches, you want to do them, you want to hold it for 30 seconds and do 3 of those. Even if you just have one side that's bothering you, I would really stretch both sides just to keep everything even. So after you do that one, then you're going to do another piriformis stretch that's called the knee to opposite shoulder. So I still kind of get in that figure 4 starting position. Not everybody does. I feel like it's just a little bit easier. This time, take your opposite hand and grab that knee, and you want to pull that knee up and over like it's going towards your opposite shoulder. So not just over across your body, but you're going up and over. So again, you should be feeling a stretch kind of through that bottom area right there. Sometimes it's a little bit different than that figure 4, so that's why I think it's important to try both. If one feels better than the other, you don't have to do both, but I do feel like it stretches it just a little bit differently. So you can just hold it with one hand. Some people, if they have a lot of flexibility, kind of like to grab and hug onto that side. You can do that as well. Some people even feel a little bit better having that other leg down. As long as it doesn't irritate your low back, that's okay. So you want to get in a position that's comfortable and gives you the best stretch. So again, you're holding that stretch 30 seconds, doing it 3 times. I really do recommend doing it on each side. So the next one, you're going to kind of sit up a little bit. The leg that you want to stretch, you're going to bend it up and place it over towards the other side. So one leg's out, the one you want to stretch is bent up and over. And then you're just going to twist your body to take the elbow to the outside of that knee. So you're just coming over and twisting this way. So I'm getting that little bit of stretch here. I'm also getting a stretch in my trunk area. So if that tends to bother your back for some reason, you might want to hold off on this one. Sometimes when you have that sciatica, even if it's from the piriformis, your back is a little sore, so this might actually feel pretty good. So definitely up to you, holding that stretch again for 30 seconds and then doing 3 on each side. So just crossing over and then twisting this way. So again, if you feel like you need your back to stretch a little bit, that's great. If not, then you might want to just try the other ones. So the 4th one is going to be kind of a modified pigeon stretch. A lot of times people tell me the pigeon stretch is a little bit too much for them, so that's fine. You can do it in a modified position. The pigeon stretch is kind of a yoga pose, and it is pretty intense. So for the modified one, the side you want to stretch, you're going to put in front of you. I'm going to turn towards the camera a little bit so you can see it. You want to have your hip going forward this way, your thigh hip area, and then your knee bent at a 90-degree angle kind of in front of you. Then you're going to take that back leg and put it back behind you. So you can see here that I'm kind of almost a 90-degree angle here, and then almost a 90-degree angle there. So getting into this position might be a little uncomfortable for some people. It just depends on how flexible you are. With the full pigeon, you take this leg and go straight back. So that's even a lot more. A lot of times people can get in this position, but make sure you have your leg kind of straight here. If it's tucked up behind you, it's not quite the same stretch. You're going to feel it more on this side, but you're trying to get the stretch on this side. So once you get into this position, keep your upper body straight forward and then just lean in a little bit this way. And you should feel that stretch underneath the bottom area right where that piriformis is. So again, this might be a difficult position to get into. It might not be. You might feel a lot. You might not feel a lot. So again, the more you bend forward, the more of a stretch you're going to feel. So hold that stretch for 30 seconds. Come off of it. I like switching sides just to give the other side a break, and then do 3 on each side. So the last one is going to be sitting in a chair. This is the one I was talking about, that if you can't really do it very well lying down, you can do it sitting in a chair. So the last stretch is going to be a seated figure 4 stretch. So it's the same kind of motions as when you're lying down. Take the leg that you want to stretch and cross it over where your ankle's just above your knee on your thigh. And this time, you're going to keep your back straight, but you're going to bend forward at your hips. So that's where it's different. You're not pulling the legs up towards you. You're leaning forward. But make sure you keep your back straight. Sometimes people curl like this and they're like, well, I don't feel anything. But you're getting the stretch from the hips, so that's where you want the movement. So again, some people just in this position might feel that piriformis stretch. If it's really tight and it's pushing on that sciatic nerve, you might feel some just doing this, and it might reproduce that numbness, tingling feeling, but as long as once you stop it goes away, that's all right. But if you need a little bit more, keep that back straight and just lean forward at your hips, and you should feel that stretch right through there, that bottom area at the hip. And then hold that stretch 30 seconds and then do 3 on each side. So there you have it. Those are my top 5 sciatica stretches for piriformis syndrome. If you'd like to help support my channel, click on the link up here, and don't forget to subscribe by clicking down there. And remember, be safe, have fun, and I hope you feel better soon.